Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram, he's at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. So today we're talking Xscape because Xscape has finally responded, and by Xscape I mean the rest of the members, sans TOCHA Scott. As y'all know, a couple weeks back, TOCHA Scott did an interview with NENE that was very explosive. I haven't had time to break down the interview, but a lot of people felt as though I did do a reaction video to NENE's response to the video in terms of how they felt that, like, she didn't research or didn't ask certain questions or didn't know certain things and all of that. And NENE basically said that she wanted to give TOCHA Scott the floor to say the things that she wanted to say. Well, Xscape, of course, the rest of the members that are currently touring as Xscape, which would be Tamika Scott, Tiny, and Candy Burris, they were on Big Ticker's radio show this morning, y'all. They were on Big Ticker's radio show, and the question was asked, you know, who owns Xscape? Who owns Xscape? And so Tiny's trying to explain it, and she's essentially like, well, technically all of us own Xscape. And then Candy was like chiming in, basically like, listen, looky here, at least give clarification as far as, you know. So Tamika Scott was like, well, me and my sister. And then Candy in the background's like, yeah, the Scott sisters. But Tiny said essentially, you know, that any of them can tour as Xscape. That it's not a legal issue. That, yes, the Scott sisters own the trademark, but basically she was trying to say if LaTocha wanted, she can form her own Xscape group and do a tour. And I was like, oh, okay. So this is, I will keep y'all posted if there's anything else that they say about the LaTocha Scott interview as far as she feels, you know, what has went down. I believe that Xscape has a few concerts coming up in May, so this is probably why they're doing some radio promotion and everything else for the upcoming shows that they have and everything. But this is about to get messy. This is about to get very, 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 very messy because, you know, I just feel like and I feel like the group is done with LaTocha Scott. Like, I feel like the group is done with LaTocha Scott because if LaTocha Scott is going to say on NENE's platform that there's no money that's owed and put out, you know, how she, all the time she was there for her sister and all of this and all of that, but it's irrelevant to the issues at hand. And trying to, you know, insinuate that maybe some things were made up for TV. If that is the case, I don't see how a reconciliation is going to happen anytime soon. Because if Tamika feels that she is owed at least $30,000 and her sister is saying on NENE's platform that's not the truth, and that's not really what's going down, I feel like we're going to be at a standstill. And then, you know, the technicalities as far as who owns the group and who's trademarked the group and who can tour as the group and who's technically a group member and all of this and all of that is all well and good. But none of the less, if there's nothing, like, as far as I know, LaTocha hasn't filed any paperwork, hasn't filed any lawsuits to say, hey, you know, you guys are touring and I own the trademark and everything else. I remember this with New Edition, and I believe it's Ralph Tresman and Johnny Gill that owned the trademark to New Edition, but as it stands, they all as a group, you know, still, they have their Vegas residency because they finally got their act together. So they're making money off the Vegas residency, and then they still tour. You know, BBD still tours, Bobby Brown still tours, and sometimes he even tours still with BBD and stuff. So, but it's never been a situation where, like, you know, I don't know. I've never seen, basically what I'm getting at is I've never seen Johnny Gill or Ralph Tresvant form another New Edition group, right? Kind of the last time I remember that stuff happening is, remember from the Temptations movie where they would tour as multiple members of Temptations, multiple groups of the Temptations, because they were having all that discord in the group. And so it would be like, okay, we can see this version of the Temptations with, you know, with this member, and this version of Temptations with these members and everything else. And that happened with, you know, and remember Drew Hill, they kind of had some rotating members for a while as well, but it's never been a situation to where I've never seen LaTocha go out on tour or perform as Xscape with somebody else. Like, I really haven't heard anything other than that gospel album that did not go well, that did not perform well on the charts. And she tried to do an interview to the Christian community, to the gospel community, trying to allude to her and her husband potentially having a poly lifestyle, which is a no-no in the gospel space, which is a no-no in the Christian space. So I don't know ultimately, like what everyone involved is hoping to achieve. It sounds like to me that the Xscape members that are currently touring are taking a stand of their own, and basically that stand is, listen, looky here, we're going to continue to be a trio. We're going to continue to perform as a trio. We're going to continue to make this money as a trio. And until LaTocha Scott apologizes, until LaTocha Scott pays Tamika her money, until LaTocha Scott, if they feel that there's still interference coming in from her husband and all of this and all of that, I feel like we're not going to get a resolve. Like, that's what I feel like. I feel like there's several apologies, there's several conversations, there's several things that need to be ironed out before we can talk about Xscape as a foursome again. And I just don't I don't know if or when that's ever going to happen, because Tasha's telling a different story on her interview, and Xscape seems unified in their story, in their interviews. So nonetheless, I don't know ultimately, you know, what any of this is going to achieve when it's all said and done, if everyone pretty much has stated where they stand and has stated what they feel needs to happen in order for the group to be a foursome again. I don't know ultimately, you know, what all this is doing. For Xscape, they're still going to promote their, you know, what they've got going on, which is they're the ones that are still going on tour. LaTocha Scott is not. So, nonetheless, and I haven't heard anything of LaTocha even just going on tour as a solo artist or being an opening act or something. I haven't even heard anything like that. We heard her pop out for the Residuals Challenge, and then she popped out again, you know, when she appeared on NENE's, you know, platform. But outside of that, we don't know what else there is that she's got happening. So nonetheless, that is it for this video. You know, let me know what y'all think. What do y'all think, you know, is the future of Xscape? Do you think as of now, like, it's still going to kind of be a standstill, that it's still going to be a situation where, they're not going to be able to be in a situation to move forward until everyone addresses all of the issues, all of the elephants in the room? Or do you feel that there could be something that can bring them back together as a whole, right? Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.